And finally, we end this trilogy of World of Warcraft announcements with something that I think is absolutely ridiculous and it shouldn't be happening, but here we are. World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic. After Wrath, that once they changed the world itself, it's no longer classic, and yet here we are. I don't think it should have happened. I think, everything in Cataclysm and, there's, I don't think you can say Cataclysm Classic. Now, Classic WoW and Burning Crusade Classic and Wrath of the Lich King Classic, those were in a certain era. Once you have Cataclysm that essentially breaks the world and the world's revamped and stuff like that, it's no longer classic. So the Barons, Vanilla, BC, Wrath of the Lich King, it was all one way. Cataclysm came and Deathwing emerges, breaks the world, and suddenly you have parts of the Emerald Dream coming up in the Barons. You have now a Northern and Southern Barons, not just the Barons, just Northerns, because there's a giant freaking fissure going through it. That's not classic. So many people consider Cataclysm the death of classic and like a new sort of age. So this is ridiculous. I'm sure it's gonna be a fire cinematic. I just don't see the purpose in this. But here we go. Cataclysm Classic. Okay, so Deathwing's lines are so good. The inevitable, indomitable, I am the Cataclysm. it's such an iconic line at this point. I love though, like I said, despite what I feel about Cataclysm Classic in general, this was a gorgeous trailer for it. They're going through like all the places that were introduced, all the zones that were introduced, the raids that were introduced. We got to see, you know, Twilight Highlands, which gorgeous area, very, it's dark and gloomy but still beautiful. You know, we saw Cho'Gall, we saw Oldham, Alakir, Fire, you know, and Firelands, you know, Ragnaros, Gilneas, and all the Worgen. You see, you know, dude transforming into a Worgen. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. The fight with Nefarian. This was a pretty interesting fight because you fight like a reanimated Nixia. But then you know, you have this right here where you have to pretty much get there, or if you don't, you have the freaking lava that you know, you have to deal with and you're going to die. But Deathwing, Cho'Gall, just looking amazing. Oldham, the Firelands, there's some PvP stuff going on. But and then that classic, what we see, you know, and he's just is burning away at things, you know. But again, I'm not really excited for Cataclysm Classic. Cataclysm Classic was not Cataclysm. Classic was everything before Cataclysm. In fact, hell, right here, when this happened in the Barrens, because this is the Barrens right here. I think this is right near, this is like Wailing Caverns right there. But this, that's no longer Classic. When you have the Emerald Dream popping up in places, like the Barrens, or you have Desolus that has become not so desolate, and there's this giant foresty, lushy area in the middle, it's no longer Classic. So, I mean, I don't know. They're gonna, people were more excited at the aspect of possibly a Classic Plus. But clearly that's not gonna happen. Instead, let's just take Cataclysm, even though that wasn't Classic. And here you go, guys. They better have Wrath Classic servers then, because I want to play during Wrath. I don't want to deal with Cataclysm right now. If I want Cataclysm, I'll play one of the many freaking private servers that are Cataclysm only. If I want to play or I'll just jump on one of my freaking tunes and just go questing around in Cataclysm areas. Because those areas are unchanged, so... But beautiful cinematic, you know, beautiful trailer. Not really excited about the aspect of Cataclysm Classic. But that's just me. Let me know if you guys are excited for that. Do you hope they make it its own server? I mean, if you've been playing Wrath Classic, it'd be really crappy for all your, you know, progress to be just disappeared, and all that. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna make these servers and, you know, classic Wrath servers, and then we're gonna make Wrath go into Cataclysm. But it's like, well, I don't want to play Cataclysm Classic, so now I've got to restart everything in Wrath all over again. So, but yeah, let me know. And anything else you guys can think of, I don't know. But that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.